Priory of Sion. Exposed in the early 1980s by writers Michael Bagent, Richard Lee and Henry Lincoln in their best-selling Holy Blood, Holy Grail, the Priory of Sion fulfills the ultimate archetype of a secret society, a hereditary and generational group of French moneyed elite who claim a lineage directly back to the Knights Templar guarding a central and highly damaging secret. A secret so damning, it could bring down the foundations of Christianity itself. Namely, the Priory of Sion holds that Jesus did not die on the cross, but survived, and furthermore, established a bloodline with the otherwise vilified Mary Magdalene that formed both the Merovingian dynasty, and through successive generations, the Templars themselves. They purport that this bloodline is the true secret behind the Templar persecution, and that they are sworn to preserve this secret bloodline. While very little historical or scholarly data has been published on the Priory of Sion, critics have accused the group of establishing a complex hoax. There has been a slew of mysterious deaths and kidnappings related to allegedly prominent members and Grand Masters of the Priory that beg a closer examination. If it is an elaborate hoax, why would members go to such lengths to both conceal and perpetuate its myths? Perhaps not surprisingly, the Priory's membership roster also includes a number of figures alleged to also be functioning within the structure of the dreaded Illuminati. Certainly, the wealth accumulated by the Priory is enough to make even the most casual observer view their activities with suspicion. New Order of Tumblers. Formed by defrocked Cistercian monk and homosexual Georg Lanz von Liebenfels in Austria in 1905, the Ordo Novi Templi, or New Order of Templars, was a bizarre concoction of Germanic neopaganism, quack science, virulent racism, creative biblical interpretations and supposedly divine revelations dedicated to further the racial self-confidence by doing pedigree and racial research, beauty contests and the founding of racist future sites in underdeveloped parts of the earth. To this end, Liebenfels regularly published a magazine entitled Ostara, named for the pre-Christian holy day of the vernal equinox, which found its strongest support among brooding pseudo-intellectuals of racist and anti-Semitic circles, including a young and impressionable Adolf Hitler. In it, Liebenfels regularly upheld the superiority of the Aryan race, and made military and religious vows to safeguard the sanctity of the race by sterilizing and eradicating the presence of lower and inferior races. What would seem like absurd jabberwocky of the most inane caliber by any sensible human was obviously taken quite seriously by the Third Reich. And it is safe to say that by just following orders, the Templar concepts of sacred duty and unswerving devotion to an ideal found a tragic and convoluted conclusion in the gas chambers of Dachau and Auschwitz.